What is up everybody? As always, I hope you are having a fantastic day. Today is going to be a bit of a different video because it's a special day for the channel. I've now been on this YouTube journey for 6 months. So I wanted to talk a bit about the things that happened, just do like a quick overview, and then the things that I've learned and kind of what I wish I would have known in the beginning. And I want to start this video by saying a huge thanks to all of you guys for being part of this journey. There are now 215-ish subscribers, I believe. So it's super cool to see. So huge thanks to all of you. Not that long ago, we actually reached 100 subscribers. So it's been growing pretty fast, and it's fun to see, you know. I've also been having a few of you guys message me on Instagram, and don't hesitate to do so. It's always super cool to get to meet all of you guys. Meeting new people in general is always fun. But having conversations with all of you is definitely super nice, so don't hesitate to message me on there. I'm spending way too much time on Instagram anyways, so might as well use it to, well, talk to new people and meet all of you. It's also been really cool to read nice comments when I wake up in the morning on the videos, so once again, well, a huge thanks to all of you. And now let's get started with the things, well, what happened the last 6 months. So I started the channel 6 months ago, of course, and I wish I would have started earlier. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I just never did, for no particular good reason. I was kind of scared of doing it, I believe. And so the first tip for you is if you want to start a YouTube channel, just do it. You don't need any special gear. Our phones are incredibly good at filming nowadays. They're actually better than most budget cameras. What I personally do is I have a camera standing there on a tripod, and I have my mic plugged into my phone to record the audio, and it's been working pretty well overall. Yeah, so at the beginning I was talking more about productivity and stuff. However, I always wanted to talk about tech. I just didn't know how to deliver those videos, and I was posting twice a week, which is one of the things I'll talk about later on and when I think you should be posting. And I kind of decided to focus all of my energy on tech. And I also decided to do one video a week, kind of at the same time, and it's been definitely a good choice. I've always been super interested and passionate about tech, you know, seeing new ideas coming up, new products, new apps, whether that be apps to make your workflow better, or just interesting, cool apps, fun apps, maybe games and stuff like that. It's always been something that interests me, and there's also always new stuff coming out. So yeah, I'm definitely happy that I made this switch from talking about productivity to more tech. Of course, productivity is still something I talk about just because it interests me, but I now know that the tools that you use for productivity aren't as important. What's important is that whatever you do works for you, and actually what works for me today is probably not what will work for me tomorrow anyways. Well, tomorrow is not the best example, but you know what I mean. Like, it changes every now and then, and whatever works for me now works for me now. Whatever works for me the next month is what works for me the next month. And I think that's the approach you should be taking to your productivity as well. So, and then a bit after I did this switch, I made a video on what was in my bag as a web designer, and that video did super well. And now has maybe, I don't know, 7,000 views or something. But that video is one of the videos that brought the most subscribers to the channel, and it's also a video that brought me 2 companies that they wanted to partner up with me because they liked that video, and so they wanted to do similar kind of content well, together, and that's super nice. It's super motivating to see you know, have an email when you wake up in the morning of a company wanting to work with you. It's definitely really cool to see. And then a bit afterwards, I did a video on the things that were on my phone. That video is the most performing video of all on my channel. It has 10,000 views now. So yeah, overall I think that going the tech route was the right decision for me. It's something, like I said, interests me a lot. So it never feels like work, you know, making those videos. It's always something that I get to do, and that's something I have to do. I'm super happy all the time when I'm working on YouTube. It's something I want to do for a long time. And then the same week that I received those 2 emails from those 2 companies, I believe it was the same week, we got 100 subscribers, and I was super happy about that. It was really, really cool to see. It was a big milestone for me, at least. And then like 3 weeks afterwards, we got 200 subscribers. I managed to get both of these milestones on video. I was actually filming them for a second small channel that I have, so if you want to go check it out, you can. It's like a mini vlog channel. At the beginning I was trying to post once a day, and the main reason is because it helps me be more confident in front of the camera, because I'm always kind of filming myself. It doesn't take a lot more time than just going about my day and doing whatever I do is just filming it and then editing it. It also helps me to edit. So it's kind of the reason why I did it, and also wanted to connect a bit more with the community, you know. And I've definitely not been consistent on this channel because the last few months were, well, the last few weeks rather, were absolutely insane. However, I'll try to be more consistent. So if that's something that you think you might be interested in, you can go check it out. It's just like short vlogs basically. And yeah, so once again, a huge thanks for all of you guys for following me on this journey. Now let's talk about the things that I've learned. So the first big thing that I did, which I'm really happy about, and it's kind of a learning experience, is not posting twice a week, but rather once a week. And I'm not saying this is what you should be doing. When I started, I was doing a ton of research on when I should be posting and what kind of frequency I should have. People have different opinions. A lot of people said twice a week, so that's why I started doing that. However, I have a full-time job, and posting twice a week was quite stressful because it didn't allow me a lot of time to, you know, try new things and fix maybe issues that were in my videos. And ever since I've been doing it only once a week, it allows me to spend twice the time on my videos, so I have a lot more time to try out new things with editing, B-roll, even the filming. It allows me to plan my videos ahead a lot better. And overall, it's less stressful as well, so I'm having just more fun in general. And I definitely see that the quality of the videos I make now, while they're not perfect in any way, and I still have a lot of things to learn, they're a lot better than when I started, and I think that's the main reason why. I also think that posting like once a week allows me to always, you know, I'm always kind of seeing what I'm doing, and I can kind of see the last video that I make, what I should be improving on, and it gives me the time to fix the things I should have fixed and get better over time. So I would say that if you want to start a YouTube channel, don't stress on the frequency so much. Just make sure that you are consistent with when you post. So I post every Thursdays for absolutely no good reason. I'm just filming on Saturdays, and then I spend the week editing and shooting B-roll, and then I post on Thursdays. That's what's been working the best for me. But if for you what will work best is once every 2 months, maybe you're a student, something you don't have as much time to spend on YouTube, it works. It will work perfectly fine. Just find whatever works for you and stay consistent. And the next big thing is, well, YouTube has a lot of different kind of sides. There are a lot of different things you have to learn and you have to do if you have a YouTube channel. There's of course the entire creative side, which is something I believe that has impacted my daily life a lot. So the creative side of YouTube is the side that you see. It's filming every video, editing the videos, thinking about your content, shooting B-roll, all of that. And that means that I'm always doing creative work. So when I get back to my job, I feel like I'm more creative in general. I have an easier time finding new solutions and new ideas. And it also helps me to be more clear when I speak, because actually English is not my main language. My main language is French. I'm from Canada, but the French part of it. So it's been helping me to, you know, practice my English a lot. And just this creative side alone, there are tons and tons of things to learn, especially for editing. For me, that was something at the beginning I didn't enjoy doing at all. It felt something I had to do to get my videos out there rather than something I get to do. And now it's a side that I really love about YouTube actually. It's really cool to see, you know, all of maybe the building blocks that you did for your video and seeing everything kind of come together. It's really gratifying. It's really fun to see. And it's definitely an area where you can be incredibly creative once you get a bit more used to the different programs that you're using. So there's, well, of course, the video side of editing. So making a video interesting, maybe through B-roll and the color grading, all of that. But then there's also the entire sound side of things. So finding the right music for your video, cutting your video according to music, especially for B-roll. And there's even sound design. So you can definitely learn, I think there's always going to be new things to learn on the editing side of things. And on the filming side of things, filming YouTube videos made me a lot more comfortable in front of a camera, which is of course good in general, just being more confident when you speak. But it also made me learn a lot more about how to use a camera. So it's been a skill I've been able to take with me for photographing as well, which is something I really enjoy doing as a hobby. But another side of YouTube that is not discussed as much is the kind of business side of it. So there's everything from like optimizing your videos. So a good example of this would be your thumbnails, thinking of the ways you can make your thumbnails more interesting. There's also the titles, but there's also, you know, talking to brands, trying to find new brands to work with, thinking about the future of your channel, what content you're going to be doing when, managing all of that, and managing your time. YouTube has definitely taught me a lot about time management, because it's something I want to do all the time, but I have a job that I have to work on as well. So YouTube has been something I've been doing on my weekends and after work. And I'm also starting a small business. So managing all of that together taught me a lot of time management skills. Another thing that's strange about YouTube is you're in front of the camera and you're filming yourself, which in itself is a bit weird, being alone in a room talking to a camera. But then, well, for me, let's say I film on Saturdays and then I spend the week editing. That means that I spend a good chunk of the week just looking at myself on my computer, which sounds weird said like that, and it is kind of weird. However, it means that I see myself and the way that I speak, the way that I move, and it allows you to kind of reflect on how you are, the things you like to work on and improve. And the really cool thing about all of this is that once you post your videos on YouTube, they are there, and you're always able to go back to your first videos and look at them and see how you've improved, not just as a content creator, but as a person in general. So a good example of this for me is English, like I said, is not my main language, and I'm trying to be more clear. At work, we actually only speak English. Like, we don't have to speak in English, but it's just something that we do. I don't know exactly why, but English is a cool language to learn anyways. So that's something that I've been working on, and it's cool to look at my first videos and seeing how that has gotten better. And also my confidence in general, I would say, has gotten a lot better. And I'm not talking about being like cocky or whatever, just being more confident in who I am and what I can do. Because I think that most people are scared of starting YouTube channels because we're scared of being judged for the work that we do. And at the end of the day, YouTube is very public. There are going to be people saying mean things, but there's a huge side of it that's just, you're going to be getting better with time. So I think just start your YouTube channel if you wanted to do that, and you'll see yourself grow as a content creator, as a person. You'll see your work getting better and better, and it's hugely motivating to see. And YouTube, for the most part, is a community of really nice people, so you're gonna meet nice people. And now to finish this up, what are my tips for you if you want to start a YouTube channel? The first and biggest tip I have is to just do it. Just start. Take your phone, film your first video, upload it to YouTube, and you'll see that it's not as bad as it looks. In the beginning, it's gonna be weird to be in front of a camera. There's no way around it. You'll get used to it with time. It's definitely not something that we're used to, being in front of a camera alone in a room just talking to essentially no one. And once you get started, you'll see it gets a lot easier. And once you started your channel, there'll be a few things that I recommend you buy. Actually, just one thing I recommend you buy. Two things. The first one is a mic. I have a mic right there. It's small. It's called a lav mic, so it's just a mic that you clip on. I also have a small other mic that I can plug into the camera, but it's not as good as this. And a mic doesn't have to be expensive. This one costs, I believe, $50. There's a link in the description if you want to go check it out. And I just plug that into my phone, and that's how I record the audio for this video. I use a camera to film my videos. So once again, I want to say huge thanks for all of you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a wonderful day.